Hello people, I'm the Reconked Gamer, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts on the Spider-Man PS4 demo that we just got at E3, because I was really excited for this game. This is one of my most anticipated games to look at, to actually see at E3, because I don't plan on playing it because I don't have a PS4. If they released it for PC I would, but I don't plan on playing it. But nonetheless, I'm still excited for it because new superhero games are always cool, and the better like superhero games do, the more studios realize, hey, maybe we should make more superhero games. So I'm always excited and happy for new superhero games. And yeah, Spider-Man PS4, new Spider-Man games. The last two Spider-Man games, I didn't play Amazing Spider-Man 2, but I did play Amazing Spider-Man 1, and it was not very good. It was basically like if you took everything that was fun about the Arkham games and stripped it away, you would have the first Amazing Spider-Man game. I heard the second one was basically the same thing, but I did not play it. Like, they nailed the web slinging in it, but that was kind of it. But in this, it does look, again, like they're trying to copy the Arkham games, which is not a bad thing because that is, like, the best superhero game. So if you're going to copy it, might as well. That's makes sense to be copying from the best. Also, there are games that have copied the Arkham games and have done good. Like, Shadow of Mordor copied the Arkham games a lot, and they did, like, great with, like, their combat system. Same with Mad Max. They copied the Arkham games combat system, and they did pretty good. And that's what it looks like sort of here with, like, the Predator style and the combat, which I'm fine with. Again, as long as you can make it a little bit different, make it fun, I'm fine with it. The Amazing Spider-Man games just made it so like generic and bad, and it like was not good. It was like they put no effort into it. They like just straight up ripped off the Arkham games except without the fun. But yeah, so the Amazing Spider-Man, it looks pretty cool. Like, there are some things that kind of let me down though. Like the sound effects are something that I noticed a lot. Like they're kind of weak. They lack any sort of like oomph to me. Like a lot of the sound was kind of like bugging me in this. Like the music when he's fighting these guys, I would have preferred there to just be no music and there to be like good sound effects, because the music kind of took away from it. It was like kind of like very generic, like straight up just bleh soundtracks, especially when you have stuff like the Arkham games where they have like really good soundtracks. And then this game, it's like kind of just very generic, like who really cares soundtrack. Like it's just playing a track that no one really cares about, and it kind of takes away from it a bit. I would have preferred something better, or just don't have it at all and just let like your sound design, just let us hear your sound design stuff. So I would have been happy about that, but nope, we got a generic track playing and the sound effects aren't too great. The webs sound fine, but the track that but the sound effects themselves, like him punching people and stuff, like they just kind of lack any sort of oomph, if you know what I'm saying. Like it's just like it feels very weak to me. The voice acting for Spider-Man is good. It's Yuri Lowenthal, who I really remember from voicing Superman in Legion of Superheroes. He's great, so he's pretty good as Spider-Man. Honestly, Josh Keaton is my favorite Spider-Man. I wish they would have gotten him, but Yuri Lowenthal is still pretty good. I'm happy that they got him. Kingpin's voice actor just sounded kind of whatever, like he didn't sound too great, and then the rest of the voice acting was okay. But Spider-Man's voice actor they nailed, like, and that's the character that you're going to be hearing throughout the entire game. The dialogue was a little iffy at some parts, especially like Spider-Man's quips were just kind of like they weren't cringy, they just like weren't funny. It was kind of like, okay, that I expect Spider-Man to be funny, it just wasn't that funny. But you know, this is just one part of the game, doesn't mean that writing's gonna be like this throughout the game. But yeah, his quips were kind of whatever. Like I said, some of the dialogue was not too great though. Like at the end when Spider-Man's like, why are you doing this? And then Mr. Negative goes, because no one else will. And then he's like, Lee, this is crazy, this isn't you. And he's like, you don't know me. It's like, that's just, what is this dialogue? What is this? Especially when, again, you're going to be compared to the Arkham games because those are the best superhero games. So, you know, this just, the dialogue's a little iffy, kind of garbo to me. The gameplay does look pretty good though, as far as combat and stealth go. It looks interesting, and I like the animations. Like, I love the way Spider-Man moves and everything. Speaking of that, Spider-Man's movement, like around the city and web swinging, looks awesome. I love the way he's swinging around. Also, it looks like you can only swing onto buildings. Like each time, it wasn't like straight up in the air. It looked like the web was actually going to a building, which looked cool and a nice added detail. And also, I loved like whenever he'd get close to a building, he'd just start running on it, like full speed sprint. It looked really cool. I like that. And when he's inside those buildings, he's jumping around. Just the movement overall looks awesome. It looks like they completely nailed the movement, which I'm excited about. And I can't wait to see how that plays, like how like the movement, like how you actually like use the movement in the game, because right now like it looks really cool, and again the animations are spot on, and I am liking the suit more. When I first saw it, I was like, it's okay, but now I'm seeing it more, I'm like, okay, I kind of dig in this suit. Like, it's a nice alternative suit, and it's a Spider-Man game, so you know they're gonna have like 40 other costumes you can use for Spider-Man, because there's always a million different Spider-Man suits they have in like every Spider-Man game. So yeah, even if you don't like this one, you know you'll be fine and have others to use. Something that did really bother me that you're seeing right now is the QuickTime events that were happening all the time. Maybe they just chose a really QuickTime heavy, like a QuickTime event heavy area because it looks cool to for a demo. You know, it's like, oh man, look, Spider-Man doing all this cool stuff. Like, it looks cool, visually appealing. But as far as if you're playing, it'd be like really boring if this keeps happening, because there are so many QuickTime events in this short little like 8-minute demo or however long it is, and way too many to me for like that there should be. And I hope that it's just this section. It's not like every section of the game is just like, hey, constant QuickTime events, because that'll be annoying. They look cool, but when you're playing, no one cares, because it's literally just, oh, I press one button at a certain time and the game does everything for me. And I just hope that's not the case. I hope they just used it because it looked cool at a presentation, instead of just, yeah, the game's littered with QuickTime events. I really hope that's not the case, because that'll just suck. But yeah, as you see here, the web slinging looks cool. Like, I really like it, and the animations, again, they nailed it. It looks awesome. I even love how sometimes like Spidey will like web sling with one arm, and then other times will do it with both, and then it just looks cool. Like, I like the web slinging, they nailed it, which is something very important for Spider-Man. Then when he just starts running along the walls, just, yeah, that was probably my favorite part of this, was the movement. Like, they completely nailed the movement, because like the combat, yeah, it looks cool, the Predator looks kind of cool, but you know, it's nothing we haven't seen before. But the movement is something that's like kind of exclusive to Spidey games. Like, you know, there's no other like game besides Spidey games where you can like web sling around like this and stuff, and so it looks cool. And when he gets inside this building and starts parkouring around, it's like, yeah, it's Spider-Man. It looks awesome, and I'm excited for that. Just running around New York City looks like it's gonna be a ton of fun, and I'm excited to see later on like how New York City actually is, like how interactive the city is and stuff, and how big it is, and like where you're able to go. And like, I hope they give you a lot to do in the city, like a lot of cool side quests and stuff, and like random events happening. That'd be pretty cool, like random dudes robbing a bank and things like that. Like, that would be awesome. And then you get this, again, more QuickTime events. This is supposed to be like a little boss fight. Maybe the boss fight happens after this, because you see at the end, like, Mr. Negative becomes like full Mr. Negative. So maybe this is just a prelude to the boss fight. The boss fight happens after this. Like, this isn't the actual boss fight. I'm hoping so, because if the boss fight's literally just like a QuickTime event, it's like, okay. Then earlier I didn't talk about, but we had like the little Titan type dude, which his fight looked kind of cool, where Spidey was just like dodging all his stuff and then like beating the crap out of him. But yeah, again, like, this looks really cool, but when you're in the game, it's gonna be annoying, because it's like, oh wow, it's the 70th QuickTime event. This is definitely what I signed up for when I bought this Spider-Man game. This is definitely what I wanted. More QuickTime events. Just mash L2 and R2, and then like, oh look, Spidey does this classic move. It looks cool. But yeah, overall, I thought the demo was good, not great. Definitely disappointed, because I was expecting it to be like amazing, but it wasn't bad. It just wasn't too great. The game looks cool. It looks like it could be good, but nothing like that impressive. And especially when you have to live up to the Arkham games. But anyways, please let me know in the comments below what you think of the Spider-Man PS4 demo. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I've been so alone ever since I left the tribe. That's just how it goes, cause I like the lonely vibe. But they'll never know, cause I'm always on my grind. And I live a lonely life, and I'm never getting stressed, cause I gotta stay